you don't need them in your life.
Yeah.
Just like snip, like cut them out of your life.
Hi guys, today I am here with Michelle, which if you guys have been around forever, we have some really cringe videos from a long time ago. Michelle comes to church with us on Sundays, and so we get to see her every week, but she is in high school. She's about to be a senior, and I get a lot of questions about high school advice, but also college advice. Since I'm about to be a senior in college, I just realized we're like in the same grades, but
we're both graduating this year.
Yeah. Also, let me know down below which grade you're going to be in. I know Michelle goes back in like a week, right?
I don't want to talk about it.
And I go back August 15th, and so I start school August 22nd. Are people nicer in high school or college? Are people nice in high school, do you think?
I think it depends on like the sort of people you hang out with.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like if you hang out with the right crowd, like hopefully they'll be nice to you. You won't find like mean people like everywhere. You just gotta go with the right people, you know. Try to avoid drama. You don't need it. You need to focus like on your studies and stuff like that. When you move or like when you graduate, you're never gonna see those people again anyways.
Have you ever had someone like going out of their way to be mean to you in high school?
Nobody's ever like been mean, but only because like I kind of like, I'm a floater is what people say. Like I like just talk to everyone who's nice to me.
Like from my experience, I feel like people are a little bit nicer in college, at least like as a freshman, because everyone I feel like in college is really making an effort to make friends, whereas in high school I think people are a little bit more cliquey. But I don't think it's like they're mean in high school. I just think you're not openly trying to make friends as much as I noticed in college people are. How different is the workload and how different is the homework in college versus high school? And Michelle is super smart and super diligent in her studies, so I feel like we both care about our studies. Honestly, I think they were both difficult.
I think it depends on like the classes that you take. Time management is a big thing. Say like you're taking like AP classes and you're like in sports or like dance or like band or something. In some classes, like the class isn't like hard. It's just like a lot of material.
Honestly, in high school, I would like come home and I would study like every day from like 5 to 8. I feel like it was like an everyday thing. Whereas in college, I feel like a lot of your work, you'll just do all one day. Like you'll write a paper. The work might be a little bit harder, but it's stuff you're actually interested in. It's not like in high school and you have to take a certain class. Like most of my classes next year I have once a week. It's like a 3-hour that I have once. So it's not even like I go twice a week. It's like literally one class once a week. I have a week to do my work for that class. How do you stay on track when you don't know how to be on track? Like sticking to your morals. Because I feel like you've had experience with people who like wanted you to do sketchy things and you're like, no.
You know how like I said I'm like kind of friends with everybody?
Yeah.
In that there's also like those people that are like don't do certain things and I'm just like I'm not into it. I'm one of those people that like, doesn't let people like people's actions like influence my own. Yeah, just because they do it doesn't mean that I'm gonna do it. Keep your head up, you know?
And I imagine those people know that you wouldn't do those things.
Yeah, be friends with people who can respect you.
Yeah.
I want to be friends with someone who's gonna like be peer pressuring you.
Yeah.
Find the right crowd.
I've never had an instance where someone was like, you need to do this. If you can't, then we're not friends. Like I feel like in the movies that's always how it is, but that's not true. Like people will ask you, hey, you want to do this with me? You can just be like, oh yeah, it's not really my thing, and they're like, cool.
If those people like do end up like judging you, then like you don't need them in your life.
Yeah.
Just like snip, like cut them out of your life.
How do I walk into a room full of strangers with confidence? Like it's the first day of school, you figured out, crap, I don't know any one of my classes like at all. You walk in. Number one tip to being confident.
And be friendly, like first and foremost.
Yeah.
Like don't like shut yourself off. If it's your first day, you're trying to like make friends, you know, who you're gonna sit with at lunch. I talk to people a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I try to make small talk with people.
You also really ask questions.
Yeah.
And something I've learned is people really feel valued whenever you ask them questions. I think that's a really good way to make friends. No one is gonna be like, why are you asking me questions about it? So
sometimes like the teachers like they do activities.
Oh, I hated that.
I hate those.
They do that in college too.
I hate having to like stand up like, hi, my name is Michelle. No, like like after we go, like if I heard something interesting about you, like I'll ask you about it. As far as like the confident, walk with your head up, I guess. Because people can tell when you're like sure about yourself, you know?
Yeah. That's what I notice whenever I'm like feeling insecure and like not confident. I like go like this a lot. Like I'll put my hands on my face, which is weird, but I like read somewhere that it's like you're guarding yourself. Like
relax a little bit.
Walk with your head straight. I remember I was sitting next to this guy. It was like my literal first college class, and I didn't really know if you were supposed to make friends in college, like in class, and like ask people questions. So I remember I'm like the least spontaneous. I usually don't strike up conversations with someone, but I was like, hey, I'm going to this free yoga thing with a couple friends, like if you want to come. Looking back, I don't know why I invited this random guy to like go to a yoga thing in Bryant Park. He came, so obviously people were trying to hang out.
Sometimes you just gotta go for it.
What do you do the night before the first day to feel less anxious?
One thing that I do is I pick out my outfit. Like the next day, I'm not trying to like hurry up, you know?
Because you know everyone's like looking at each other. You come back, you got new clothes.
Nice. A small thing to do, but like, I don't know, I feel good the next day, like knowing like this is what I'm gonna wear.
Pick yourself up a coffee.
Exactly.
You know, you're feeling good. They always tell you to like go to bed early, and honestly, I would just say go to bed at your normal time.
Yeah,
like,
I never do that.
Yeah, because if I try to go to sleep early for things, I'm not gonna sleep because I'm just nervous and I'm like, oh, I'm in bed early. Got big things tomorrow.
But if you go to sleep naturally, like
your routine.
Yeah,
it's just a normal day. What is your biggest regret from high school? Maybe like a freshman year regret.
I used to take dance class freshman year. I should have continued.
Yeah.
I like the vibes that were in that class. I like the people.
I think regrets are good to have in general.
Study groups, and I wouldn't even care like if we weren't like really close friends. Like as long as we're like there to study, like we would meet up somewhere like at a Starbucks or something. Like I took A-Push this year. And my A-Push teacher, he was like, create those study groups because they really help.
Well, you still did pretty well on that one.
Yeah, okay. Asking questions in class.
That's a good thing because in college, I feel like everyone around me is always asking questions and like forming these really good relationships with their professors. I am so intimidated in class to ask questions. And so I wish in high school I would have been better about raising my hand and asking questions or just being like, I know the answer to this, because I feel like in college it would have given me more like confidence to do that. So that is it for our Q&A. If you guys have any other questions you want to ask, leave them down below and I will try to respond, and you can go ask Michelle questions on our Instagram if you guys are interested.
I'm literally on my phone all the time.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a lot more back to school videos coming too, so make sure to subscribe. I also have a couple of giveaways going, one on Instagram and one on an outfits video if you guys want to enter those. I love you guys, and we will see you probably in a vlog next week. Bye.